All right, everyone, thanks for joining again. We are gonna do the actually something different today. We're gonna be doing I'm gonna be going over some top sellers, some Fiverr top sellers, and we're gonna review their profiles. Guys, let me know if you can hear me, if everything is good, if the sound is good. So just let me know since just gonna be making some different scenes. Thanks for joining. Let me know where are you joining from as well, so you can write it in the chat. But we're gonna go really in depth about the top Fiverr gigs. I'm gonna be myself launching a gig soon, a new gig as well. Fiverr gigs. I'm gonna be myself. Okay, I think everything is good. Thank you for joining, Abdul. Thank you for joining as well. Perfect. So we're gonna do a little bit different. Please don't post multiple times the your Fiverr username, because I want to actually go a little bit different. I want to go and review other top Fiverr sellers, and we're gonna go together. I want to also give you some a little bit of a different perspective. You can still hear me, but I want to also draw something here so we can go over and exactly understand what is happening with Fiverr sellers and what is working out as well. So please let me know where you're joining from. Actually, something is happening behind me, but hope you can hear me well. Let me know where you're joining from. Let me just close out the window. That's so it doesn't distract you guys. And we're gonna jump into the reviewing top Fiverr sellers, top gigs as well. If you have a question, please write your question because I can go over. I know that you guys want me to review your profiles, but if you also have maybe some questions, something that is not working out for you, you feel stuck, there are some issues, please write it in the chat as well. And I'm just gonna go over and explain some of the things that have been changing on Fiverr too, some things that have been um, changing always. So Isaac, great, good morning. Mercy, thanks for joining. Thank you guys for joining. Hamza, thank you for joining as well. So let's go over first. I want to show you something here. Let's go over some of the top Fiverr sellers and their gigs as well. So I'm going to show you my screen in a second, and we're going to go over and exactly see what is happening here. So guys, again, if you have any question, feel free to post up your question. If you want me to is not maybe clear with your Fiverr profile, you can also put it. I'm not sure if I'm going to go over you know, spend the same amount of time as I did before, but let's go over something because I want to show you something interesting. And especially let's look at the social media marketing category, digital marketing category, because that's something that is very interesting as well. And guys, thanks for joining. If you're joining from YouTube, if you're joining from X as well, again, if you need some help, something is not working, I'm going to look over the comments. I'm going to give you some tips. But I wanted to show you something interesting that many of you are going to be like, wondering, right? Because the Fiverr search actually has changed a lot. So before, and maybe even now, when you guys are going to your, let's say Fiverr, and you're looking at like, okay, where I'm ranked. Am I on the first page? I'm not on the first page. Like, where is my ranking? So first, guys, you need to remember that right now with Fiverr is that it's the gigs are getting re-indexing all the time. So for example, of course, you can go in the incognito mode. You can check out, where your gig is. And if your gig is on the second, third page, you're going to think that, oh, you'll be getting a lot of traffic. So let me also bring these questions from Hamza as well. Thanks for joining. Congrats as well on becoming top rate seller as well. 1,400 orders, that's great. I'm not receiving as many orders as I used to. So I would say personally that there is definitely a drop. There is definitely a drop in the overall. Like I'm seeing that, yes, many sellers are, because you guys can go and you can actually see even my gigs, you go and you can see how many orders in queue I have, right? And you can, if you check it every day and make a count, you will see that, okay, actually right now is less than it was maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. But the thing is with Fiverr, it's always going to be like this. It's always going to be tricky. Some days you might get orders, like let's say 5, 10 orders. Some days you will have no orders. So you have to really not stress yourself about the Fiverr as much, and you have to just work on other things. That's why I'm going to show you what I wanted to show you. That's why I wanted to go over and show you what has been working, what has been performing better. Just switch to this view. So first thing, we see the top gigs here, right? Of course, in my category, I know who are my, let's say, competitors or top sellers. For example, this is one of the seller. You can see 175 orders in queue. Again, he hasn't, as I remember, he hasn't changed his gig picture for a long time. But it's I think it was like about 200, right? So things are definitely changing, right? But if even I go, for example, he has also a Fiverr ads running. But if I go even to let's say I have this. Oops, I'm actually sorry, I was not showing you. My bad. Sorry, guys. There might be some things, but I was just showing you Talha. So again, he has a lot of orders in queue, and this is great. But previously, he had actually more than 200 orders in queue, or as I remember, as I've seen him before. So, and okay, is he less orders? But the thing is, when I look at this, so you guys, I want you to understand, when you look at someone like this and you see his picture, everything, he's doing an amazing job. And really, like, he's been on Fiverr for a long time. You can see he's a top-rated seller. At this point, when you are at the top, like top-rated seller, when you have all of these things, it's not really about your like gig image or this or that, because once you get to the top-rated seller, you're going to be getting a lot of traffic, right? So you have to remember that. So don't get confused when you see, like, for example, like this, and you're like, okay, I need to create exactly the same image as his. No, you have to look at, analyze and be kind of like at the next step. You have to be like, okay, what is actually working? I would say there is a lot of luck involved, because this seller has been for a long time, as I remember him, for a very, very long time. So this is not just because you see he has a specific image or specific profile, etc. For example, let's go and see, we have here Pedro, right? I know Pedro as well, really well. So he's I don't like to say like competitors. I like to say that we are all the same. Like, we want to grow our journey, freelancing journey, agency journey. So I don't like to call competitors, but we are all on the same page. Okay, so guys, again, if you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comments, in the chat you have, and I will be happy to just go over. But today, I just wanted to go, over the top sellers, and let's see what is working with the top sellers. Also, let me actually change to the dollars, because right now I'm in Europe, but that's actually another bug. I got yesterday a buyer, and I sent them an offer. It was like $140, and and I send them that offer, so in USD, and they see it in pounds, right? And the price is basically, it says like $140, and they see 140 pounds. I actually had a screenshot with that, but again, when you're on a platform, these things will happen, right? So of course there'll be things that will be upsetting, that will be annoying and things like that. So that's very normal. But let's say, okay, Pedro, you've seen yesterday I was talking about, you have to have your profile picture is clear. He has the video as well, although this is, it looks like his clients as well, or maybe he has
every single month.
Yeah, so not sure about see, here has the picture and there's the video. So again, I will suggest, of course, just to record your video yourself and just like speak authentically what you do. You can go to my profile and see exactly what I'm doing. But still, let's look here. So he also has a Fiverr Pro. So he's a vetted pro seller. That's something that, these factors, unfortunately, they play a role in your, like, in traffic, not necessarily in rankings, but in traffic, because it does help you getting more traffic. You have book consultations. He has also his intro video, which is really, really kind of engaging as well. So guys, also this is very, very important. I mean, actually, this is important. So if you have here, and this is not very hard to improve. Like for example, my score was like maybe 7 hours. Like I was responding, like it says, like average response time 7 hours. So and then eventually Alosha jumped in, and he was able to like help me because he was obviously responding much quicker. So I was able to improve it to, I think, like 2 hours now. So, but again, this can be improved. So just be careful when you get a first message, the timer message on Fiverr, you have to respond as soon as you can. After the timer message, this response rate is not going to be really counting. It's always the timer message. And also be careful. For example, I've seen a lot of messages from you know, let's say can be spam, can be something, and people just go and report them, you know, right away. So instead of doing that, just respond like, hey, thank you, or like, thank you, I'm good, or like, I'm not interested, and that's it. And then if you want to go to spam, then you can mark it as spam, because sometimes that can actually hurt you back as well. I'm getting to, let me go over the questions, but I feel bad, something I want quick, but remember you're saying keep up with this new success. Okay, let me bring Isaac question here, and let me bring myself maybe like this. Okay, so yeah, success score, again, this is something that is always going to be unfortunately bothering you. Success score is something that is going to be yeah. So guys, if you write a question, I'm here. Like, let's keep it, you know, cool. I don't want to, you know, like be stressed about. Let's keep it cool. I see your questions here, so I will try my best to go over them. I wanted to also show you something on the whiteboard, but we go just, you know, I'm sure like if I answer someone else's question, maybe you will still find the information useful. So let's just try to respect each other at times, and yeah, so everything will be good. Again, don't stress too much about success score, because you know, it's just, you have to go through it. You have to go through it. You have to just you know, kind of like walk yourself through it, and then things will, once you reach like top rate seller, these things are not going to be bothering you as much. Also remember about the other things, the cancellations now, the order completion is gone, so we don't see order completion anymore. And this is something that is also potentially concerning, because I'm not sure how they're going to be tracking things going forward. So for example, if I want to show you just some of my updates, let me just go here and change the screen, just a second. So they've been changing as well, you know, a lot of things like always, but you can see here, for example, my analytics, and you can see it, just go here. So you can see my analytics. For example, yesterday I did a stream. I got 5 orders. Today I have 6 orders. A lot of them are coming on a subscription as well. So that's another like a positive. So we have more than 60% of our clients, they are on a subscription. So this is something that you also have to remember, that it's important to when you structure your gig. We're going to talk about the gig, about the gigs and everything, but it's important to think about that the service needs to be recurring. So try to use the advantage of subscriptions, because this is something that can be helpful. And how do you increase impressions? Guys, like, I think now is the time to actually start Epic Shorts. Please don't post multiple times your question, otherwise yeah, so I can kick you. I don't want to, but you know, let's just also be respectful. So just remember that now is the time to start driving traffic outside. Now is the time to start driving traffic outside of Fiverr to your Fiverr account. So I actually have talked with several sellers. Some sellers, they will, something that I'm doing as well, I'm trying to bring all the traffic to Fiverr. The reason why I'm doing this is not because like you know, Fiverr is like paying me for that, you know. No, I'm exactly the same seller as you are, you know. Of course, obviously we have these different top rate seller, pro sellers, like all of these things are different, but again, I'm exactly the same as you are. I'm in the same shoes. I've been in the worse shoes than maybe now, but we're on the same page. But the reason why I'm doing this is because it's Fiverr for me, it's also like easier to manage operations. Yes, I'm risking, I'm putting all my eggs in one basket, but again, it's just much better because my team have access to my Fiverr. We can manage orders. Like I'm doing this live stream, and obviously, I have a team who still works and helps me with my Fiverr journey with clients. And of course, we have like unhappy clients. Of course, we have someone is not like satisfied. This is normal. This is like client work, like when you're doing client work, you're like, I don't want to say like a bad word, but you know what I mean. You have to deal with these things. But you have to understand that to drive these impressions, you need to work on some sort of a funnel. I'm going to actually go over, guys. I want to show you something because I want to test this whiteboard setup so you can actually see the whiteboard here. And let me know if you hear me. Just give me something. If you hear me, just give me a thumbs up or something in the chat. But I want to show you something here that will be very, very useful. And we need to understand. Actually, I already forgot some other thing I wanted to show for you. But let's, guys, that's why life, things are life. I wanted to do a YouTube video, but I was like, okay, let me just do this. So let's talk about, okay, we have top Fiverr gigs, top Fiverr sellers, but I want to talk about traffic. So we're gonna be talking about traffic to Fiverr. So this is something that is very important. Just give me thumbs. Okay, Isaac, thanks, because I'm using the mic from here and sometimes things might be different. Anyways, let's talk about traffic to Fiverr, right? So what is probably one of the best ways to do? One of the best ways right now is you need to understand, you have, of course, YouTube. YouTube is probably the best way to do that because you guys are watching this live and, I think by watching me, you maybe will understand me better, right? Because you're actually going to spend some time here on this live and you're going to actually maybe learn something, or you're gonna have more trust. You're going to have something more in what I'm saying, right? So YouTube is probably one of the best ways. For YouTube, guys, like if you've been watching some of my videos, to be honest, I will be very, very honest with you. I should have prepared much better for them. Many times I go and record, I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what I want to talk about. So this is something that is very, very. I mean, I know I need to take it more like seriously, and sometimes, of course, I prepare. But I just put up the camera. Like, you can use your phone, and of course, it's very important to have a good microphone. So something that I will invest for sure if I were you, not in the camera, not in this, but I will invest in the good microphone because this is one of the most important things. So start YouTube. And guys, this is the thing with YouTube. With YouTube, you don't need to like complicate, oh, should I talk about my service or should I talk about freelancing? Just do what you want to do, both, right? You can see on my YouTube, for example, if you go to my YouTube, I have like multiple links. If you want to grow your freelancing journey, here's the link. If you want to work with me, here's the link. If you want to connect with me, here's the link. So I have like three links, and that's it. Because when you start to put on YouTube, for example, descriptions, like descriptions about the text, like no one cares about these descriptions. You have to just put the information that is relevant, meaning that they can go where they can go next, right? So they can go to. Obviously, I'm just going to take here my laptop, but I'm here, guys. So they can go to, oh, the audio sounds loud. So, okay, guys. But I mean, I hope you can lower it down if it's loud, but sorry if it's loud. I will be speaking like maybe, I'm maybe too excited. But so, okay, Isaac, you have a YouTube channel talking about Fiverr, how to get more clients. Okay, so this is good. You can definitely talk about your Fiverr journey as well, because what I learned from my YouTube channel is that I have also agencies. Agencies are watching you. So when you do YouTube, for example, let's say here, we can go audience. So who are the audience? Don't forget, if you talk about like your freelancing journey, you can attract agencies. And this is something I want to talk about. Sorry, because I'm writing maybe a bit fast, but the agencies is probably one of the best ways to work with clients, because the agencies are actually going to bring you a lot of clients. Yes, sometimes they might leave and they might like say that, oh, let's say they want to work with, they want to bring you like 10 clients, and then next month they want to bring you 5 clients. It can change, but still, this is probably one of the best ways to like scale your everything, your freelancing journey, your clients, because it's just something that is very. I'm just checking your comments as well. Thanks, Abel, for great comment as well. So this is something that is very, very powerful. And in my journey, I would say, I've been working with several agencies, and I'm back here, and I can tell you that on Fiverr we have so many agencies. It's just crazy how many of them, because they are looking to outsource. They're looking to to find someone who can do their work. I have some agency that I work, and they're paying me like several thousands of dollars, right? And they just like the work I'm doing, and they just want to continue with that, right? So this is something that can be very powerful. And again, where you can get agencies, you can get it on Fiverr, of course, but also you can do like YouTube, and these people. And also you have to remember, I'm going to go back. Okay, so because I've been talking with Hamza. So when I say significant, I mean last year during the same month, I was making over 5,000. Now I barely make 2,000 a month. So Hamza, this is, in my case, like for example, it's been like this. I've been doing 65K in 2019, 66K, $6,000 per month, $50,000 per month like this. And then like 2020, I was doing zero because my service Instagram got like hit at me really hard. So I had to go like to zero pretty much. Then I started to pick up. So, it's normal, because when you see everyone is talking about, like even me guys, like actually I've been like last year, for example, I also been in a bad position where I lost like, also a lot of revenue. I had to cancel orders, and I had a video about this. So don't worry, in life, it's not Fiverr, it's just general, like even you can work with clients directly. You have like 5-10 clients, like 5 of them can leave next month, and you have drop in sales. So it's not really just Fiverr, it's just overall, like this can happen, so we just have to appreciate more the good months, like the good months when we actually have a lot of clients. For example, I reached last month like 30K, $38,000. So it's been amazing, and this month is probably going to be less. Like April is going to be, I think, less. So just don't worry. I mean, you see my stats here. So again, these things can happen. You just have to like you can see, for example, last 3 months. Okay, we had a good. It's been more or less consistent things, but still, it can go up and down. For example, this week is going to be we'll see, interesting, right? But for now, it's not doing as well as previous week. Again, guys, this is normal. Just don't worry too much about it, because that's just how things can be happening. Okay, so let's see. Let me just go over chats here. Some guys, you ask some questions. Lambros, thank you for joining as well. I'm not sure if you're still there, but thank you for joining. Actually, X, I mean, I'm also interested. I'm not as consistent as I want with X, but I want to have something different for X, because I'm working also on some other project besides, like actually 4 or 5 sellers, which I'm gonna talk about. I mean, you probably seen a little bit before. I've been sharing like the replying, the other things, and it's really exciting. I would love to show you, because obviously I've been using it for a year, but it's coming, like the launch, big launch, guys. I'm gonna make live stream and everything. The big launch is coming probably in I would say actually this month. So something I hope that you guys will like it, and maybe that's gonna be this this time where we can actually make something really, really powerful for all the Fiverr sellers. So, but yeah, thanks, Lambros, for joining. We're gonna go. I want to go back to the Fiverr search and go. Let's also mention this one. Can I use AI generated description in my gig? Again, actually, the description is not becoming as powerful as before. So you can use anything you want in the description. Like, yeah, you can use. Of course, it needs to be polished. Like, it doesn't need. no grammar, no mistakes, grammar mistakes, no other things. Like it should be clean, it should be good. So let me go back to my screen, and we can see. I don't know, guys, if you're like liking this, give this a thumbs up, because it's not easy to do live stream. I will tell you, like, huge respect for all the other people who are doing the live stream, but it's not easy because yeah, it's rough. It can be exhausting as well. But I hope you guys are getting the information, like useful information from it. Let's go back to let's let me just go here and find. Okay, so let's go back to here. Just switch my screen. So again, let's go into the social media marketing niche. So again, remember about the other thing. Fiverr ads, like I've been telling this in the other videos. Like literally, we have Fiverr ads that are switch here. Fiverr ads you can see one line, so all the Fiverr ads. We have second line is like organic. We have now agencies. More people are doing agencies, and we're going to see them more because you have to understand, if Fiverr wants the agents, like if they're making this, that means they want to push the agencies. So I'm not going to be surprised if we're going to see soon more agencies profiles being pushed, because of course they don't want the agencies to leave. They don't want the agency to go back to the normal profile. So that's something that is also a concern for some people, because it takes their spot. I mean, here it can be one more line, maybe two more lines, of that. But again, we have we have ads, we have organic line, we have ads again, we have organic, so 2 organic, we have ads again, 3 ads, we have organic, 4 ads, 6. So you have 6 lines of just ads, right? So that means that, of course, and I'm just waiting for this moment when Fiverr is going to just say, okay, guys, you can spend more than $50 per day. They're still trying to keep this like control, but that's going to be happening for sure. So that's going to be happening very, very soon. I'm sure that Fiverr is just going to go like heavy. And you have to realize that before, like Fiverr ads were much, let's say, cheaper. Now they are, they're going to be more competitive. That's just a normal thing to see. I want to also show you, we can actually go over my Fiverr ads and just see what is happening with my Fiverr ads, so you guys can see how it is, and we can also analyze some of the things there. So okay, so you should be able to see my screen with the Fiverr ads. So all right, so this is last 60 days. Let's check last month. So last month of March, so spent 1,500. That's like the maximum you can spend right now, because like my budget is $50. So if I try to put like, I don't know, 100, I can't, because the maximum is 50, right? So I'm using the O2. So I try to play around and like, okay, what should we do? Can we do this? Can we do that? Eventually I don't really see like it's necessary to like to play all this stuff, because Fiverr is Fiverr, so they have their own sort of things. So I wouldn't be concerned about this too much. So sorry, I'm just looking at also the X, if everything is good there. So okay. Again, I have all the gigs promoted. They are actually, I'm surprised, because this gig, for example, you can see here, it didn't say recommended before. So it didn't say recommended. Now it says recommended. So it's interesting. Again, very interesting as well. I didn't get any sales. I'm getting a lot of sales for Instagram, as you can see here. I'm getting like other sales for like strategy as well. That has been pretty good. But again, this can be tricky, but you have to learn from this. I hope you are going to implement. The more gigs you have, the more Fiverr ads you can run. So this is something that is good. Let's see here. Yeah, guys, please, if you have any questions, we have Alyosha joined as well. Thanks, Alyosha, for joining. Be positive, buddy. You'll be back. Oh, actually, I like this a lot. Yeah, Hamza, guys, just gotta be positive. Like you are already on Fiverr. Like you're doing all of these things. You should be just like already proud because you are already ahead of a lot of people. A lot of people because I'm talking to a lot of people. Like I have friends, they're working company, they're this, and it's sometimes it's really sad to hear because they are just like, yeah, they're working in the company and then next month they can be fired, or they're like shortage or something like that, So you guys should be already like happy, and you should be like looking at more opportunities to grow your Fiverr, to grow your freelancing, and for other things. So actually, there is another question here from Peter. Do you still reach out to the support team of cancel orders since they removed the order completion score? Yeah, so this is a very good question. I would honestly, I would still. So this is how I have some cancel orders that I keep like put it on my. Actually, that's what the SaaS I've been building. Together with my partner, which I'll of course talk, and I want to introduce you guys to him as well. But this is something that I'm using as well, just to keep track of the things there. So I have them there. I think right now there are like maybe 5 cancel orders that, and I will send them to the support probably. I don't know, probably tomorrow, something like that. So I usually like make sure there's like at least 5. I send to them. Sometimes the support tells me like, oh, please send one by one. But guys, like, I mean, I heard from so many people, success managers, you can maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but, they say just like, if it has the same kind of reason, let's say order by mistake, like this kind of stuff, just put it in one ticket and send to the support, and that's it. So because imagine you have to create like 5 tickets, or I think it's just easier for the support as well to just go over and just, help you if they can't cancel by mistake. Okay, so but yes, Peter, to answer your question, I will be still sending. So until they give me some sort of clear answer. Okay, so let's see here. We have Daniel. Thank you for joining as well. I do 15 to 20K per month, but my impressions are completely dead at the minute. My level is 10. Any ideas? So guys, this is actually a good one, because you can see that even though you have the success score at 10, you can still be doing. So I would look at things like, of course, it depends how your gig looks like. Let's say if you have your gig video, if you have other things, if your gigs are actually has a demand, since you're doing marketing, I assume that you're doing marketing, you should look at the gigs that are currently successful with the marketing, and we can look at these things. Let me just show you here. So I can show you my screen. We can look at some of the options. Of course, you guys know really well one of the sellers, Borislav. He's been also on my podcast as well before. And for example, we can look at, I'm sure I'll see him if I go to the search here. He will be somewhere. But even here, for example, let's actually see where he is. So we have Lambros. You guys remember, I always talk about Lambros. He's there, right? But it doesn't mean that, I think because when we spoke, like, even though he's there, like, okay, it's a Fiverr ad, doesn't mean that like he's getting like, so many orders. So don't look at this as a, for example, me, like this gig is on the second page, but I don't know, I'm not really getting much orders for this gig. So it's really, really strange. But okay, so let's look at, I hope I didn't miss Borislav. Let's go to the, maybe I missed guys, but he should still be somewhere there. Or maybe, I don't know, but you see, like, okay, so he's here. So you can see I'm currently on the 5th page. I'm looking at incognito, right? So I'm not, I supposed to see what the buyers will see, right? So I click on this, on his gig. Let me show here. And you can see, so 110 orders in queue. So, if you do the math, if you do everything, if you look at his profile, you can know how much he's making. So he's like over 40K, probably, or maybe even 50K per month, right? So you can see Facebook ads, right? There are a lot of people who are doing Facebook ads as well. But, that's the thing, because with a service like this, you can really work. Like, I have clients who are still with me, maybe after 4 years, we are working on Fiverr, and this is not just one client. There are like a lot of clients actually like this. Sometimes they take a break, sometimes they come back later, you know, like these things are happening all the time. But of course, you have to remember that if you don't remind them, they're not gonna like think about you. They're not gonna think about you. Oh, like, you know, sometimes you need to push people. But of course, on Fiverr, you cannot say them, hey, order my service. Like, no, you will be in danger. But you can say something like, that's why it's very important to do follow-ups. You know, you can send like a friendly message. You know, you can say something like, hey, you know, like it's been. Let me also just close. I have some. How many windows? That's crazy. How many windows they're open? So let me just close this one. So guys, just a second. Okay. So you have to understand this. You know, that you can send like a friendly reminder. You know, you can send something like, you know, hey, hope you're doing well. You know, hope, let's say, for example, if it's a new year, you know, happy new year. Just wanted to see if I can help you with anything. So just remember these types of things. But you know, on Fiverr, one thing on Fiverr you have to remember is that, of course, there is a downside that the buyers can stop using Fiverr. And anything you send to the Fiverr, you'll see they'll be online like 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago. So that's like one thing. So that's why you need to have some social media presence, because what happens with me naturally, a lot of clients, they will actually find me because you can have your name publicly on Fiverr. So they'll go to LinkedIn, they'll go to Instagram, they can even, you know, watch from YouTube as well, and they will find me, right? So they will contact me outside of Fiverr, right? Because I mean, I cannot control this, you know, I cannot do this. But then my next steps are, I just bring them back to Fiverr. I was like, okay, send me a message on Fiverr and we're gonna get started. So of course, it's up to you where you want to work with them. You cannot, you know, bring them outside of Fiverr from Fiverr, because like that's the client that Fiverr brought. But then there are other factors, like what if the buyers will message you outside and stuff. From my experience, guys, it's so much easier to keep things on Fiverr. Like, let's say in my case, you know, because I have over like 250 orders active, it's just so much easier because I can definitely guarantee a good service for the buyers. Okay, so but again, you know, keep pushing. $12 daily. So going back to the Fiverr ads, $12 daily, but I'm paying 50 cents for each lead. I don't want to spending much in ads. So it's an investment. You know, it's the same as you will be running Facebook ads. You know, a lot of people are saying like, you know, I want to run Facebook ads. No, guys, don't run Facebook ads to your gigs, because it's going to be a little bit useless in a way that you're trying to reach cold audience and push them to Fiverr, right? It doesn't work like this. If you want to really get good results from this, I will suggest to just work organic on your Instagram, on your YouTube. YouTube is really good. Instagram is really good as well, and walk your way through, right? So like, don't just spend money on Facebook ads and just is pushing to gigs, unless, for example, in my case, I have an Instagram profile, as you know, and there are like good number of people there. I've not been very active. This is my fault, but still, I have a lot of people there on Instagram. And what I can do, and what I did before, I was retargeting my Instagram audience and pushing them to order my service on Fiverr, right? So that's something that is going to work much better, because you have your existing audience on Instagram who knows about you, and they're going to go and order. Because, you know, if you're, for example, if I see all these ads, you see all these ads all the time, are you clicking on them? Probably not. As not right. For example, me, like, honestly, sometimes if it's like super relevant, something like crazy relevant, I will go and check it out. But usually, yeah, like, you know, it's very rare that something that from the ad I will go and buy, you know, unless you create, like, you, for example, run ads like strategically, you know, like you bring them to the funnel, then you give them something for free, they're in your email list, and then you have this like a funnel, blah, 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 you know, and then after that they will buy from you. So again, that's something that this can be done. But you can see Borislav, you know, he's doing very well, doing very successful, but of course it took him some time. Like last year, for example, he's been, you know, less. I have an interview with him. If you go to, actually, guys, like, I'll really appreciate if you consider subscribing. Like now I'm finally selling some. I'm not selling anything yet. No, but you know, if you want to like learn more, I think, you know, I'm trying to put up some good content. We'll have some like more interviews are coming, more things are coming. But you can also see the Fiverr course here. It's still going to be up there. I'm going to remove this soon, but it's still going to be there, so you can still see a lot of useful stuff. And also you can just read the newsletter. But if you subscribe to newsletter, you will get updates, which I'm not just publishing it here. So it just goes to newsletter. But again, I'm doing it very. I'm not like spamming you or selling anything. I mean, if you read my newsletter, you can see that, like, this is just something random I want to share. But I just thought like that can be useful for people. So again, I will appreciate it. I think it can help you with your other things. So okay, so you understood about this marketing. So another thing which I was actually looking, you know, for example, let's talk a little bit about the pro. So when we go to the pro, there is something interesting here happening. So show you second, guys. So there is something interesting. I'm also looking at your comments as well. So if you have like, if you have a question, please feel free to write it. If you have something you want to talk, so please feel free to put it up there as well. Okay, so I actually clicked on the. So any advice to start as a copywriter? So you know, it's tricky. I would say it's definitely very tricky, because right now we have ChatGPT, we have all of these things that are going on. So it's definitely tricky. So I would say that ChatGPT is definitely killed the copywriting. I mean, you remember Alexandra Fasulo? She's been very big about with Fiverr. You know, she's been huge with Fiverr, and you see she's not doing Fiverr anymore. So that's why it's tough. I will look into the social media design, social media posts, you know, like these types of copywriting can be still good, but you have to like make a good research and see what has demand. And you can do this on Fiverr quite easily as well, because you are able to see how many orders in queue people have, and you know, all that stuff. So that's definitely possible. Let's go here. So my geek has been dead in the water for over a year. I've done all I know to do to jump start, can't crack the code. Definitely something is going on there, but you know, you can definitely switch things around. And I mean, that's why, you know, you should not rely on Fiverr, just the search itself, but you should try to push your social media as well. I want to also show you guys something interesting here, that you can see now. Fiverr is, you can see in the pro category, they are pushing. You know, it's a different view. It's like a more the seller view than the gig view, right? So you can see the seller. Actually, I'm quite high here, which I'm surprised because I've been low. But yeah, you can see what is happening here. You can see Borislav. So of course, you know, when we talk about the Fiverr, the search, I have done the video about Fiverr search, like where you can get traffic, and it's not only from the marketplace. Like you also have the pro, you have the keywords, you have the other things. So it can be also from other sellers as well. So Isaac is saying copywriting is dead since AI show up, people are working, but it's different. I mean, it definitely destroyed the copywriting niche. I think it's not dead for sure, but it has to be a different approach, right? So, for example, I showed you guys Dian. I don't know if I will see. I think he's not a pro seller, but Dian has been doing also really well, and he's been. You know, he's been doing like email marketing, right? So like structuring the sequences and like writing the emails. Like you can charge a lot of money for this. You can charge really a lot of money. And you know, something I want to show you as well, guys. Like I've been showing Mari before. Actually, I've been talking a lot about him. It's really inspiring to see, of course, him. You know, even though we are all like in the same niche, we're obviously like, you know, everyone is looking at each other, everyone is trying to, you know, see what's working and try to implement. It's okay, you know, I guess it is what it is. You know, that's why we're on Fiverr and these things can happen. So I personally, like, as long as you guys don't use my face in your gig image, that's okay, you know. So I want everyone to, you know, if you're on Fiverr, I want you guys to succeed. So that's the thing. But let's look at his gig here, because this is something is interesting. And I want to just for you to think about this a little bit more. So you can see here he has 4 orders in queue, and he's doing, I will create social media business pages. So I mean, I hope yeah, you read it right. I will create social media business pages. So guys, like, he's and he's like really smart by doing that. And there are other people I see that who are doing that. You can see he's charging $450, right? And he's creating 3 social media pages. So he's creating 3 social media pages: bio, call to action, link, cover art, right? Like all of that stuff. And then you have like 550, 7 social media pages, and then you have 750, 10 social media pages. You can see 4 orders in queue. I mean, I don't check his profile often, but I see, and every time I comment, there are always orders in queue. So imagine, like, it takes him 7 days, 1 week, he gets $450. It's already a salary in Europe. It's like a full-time salary already, just by doing this type of service. So guys, that's something you should be just thinking in your head, and like, okay, it's like maybe Fiverr is not working now, but maybe because you have let's say gigs that maybe don't have enough demand, or maybe you have to play around and experiment with other gigs. So so that's why it's very, very tricky. Okay, so see here, my gigs respond very good without marketing because my profile is completely AI niche. Again, this is great because Ali, thanks for bringing this up. AI is booming. Anything that you will make within AI, like within this niche, probably you're gonna have. Just remember, like few years ago, remember about the NFT, and I remember sellers who were making $100,000 on Fiverr just by creating NFT services. So they've been, it's been high demand. For example, here, you can see I'll create a human spokesbot for your website. Again, like, I think that's why you guys like this stream is all about this. It's all about that you can see that if you're jumping in this sort of categories that are trending, I mean, the things will definitely pay off. Yeah, look, 450 for making 3 social media profiles. Exactly. Like that's. I mean, I know it's really insane, but it's that's how it is. You can see here as well. So hopefully you don't have any lags or anything like that. But yeah, you can see just how things are. He came up with this cartoon spokesperson chatbot, 30 days, cartoon spokesperson, 120 tier, 3 character options, greet only, message for demos. That's why I suggest you to research really, because you will be surprised many things that you can come up with. Like, especially in the AI space, you can find this. Even like, for example, if you're in the digital marketing space, you can find these different forums. You can find these different things. OVM, thanks for joining. I'm not doing profile reviews today. I'm just going over top gigs and sellers and giving just my overall thoughts about that. So yeah, but if you have any questions, feel free to write questions, and I'll be happy to help. And guys, thanks for staying in. I mean, we have people like here, so thank you for your time spending this time with on this stream. So I don't know if you want me to do this more. I'll be happy to talk and to do this more. And I don't know. Hopefully, it's useful in some way, not just blah blah blah. But we can again do this more, of course. So I really like this. I mean, it's really really good. Like the way he structured it, it's really nice. He's like being very clear. And even we can check his gigs. Like message me for examples. I can also assist you with advanced autonomous marketing solutions. Like he's cross promote. I mean, Mari is great. I mean, this guy is like obviously he's older than me. He's been probably in the marketing space for older. He saw maybe a lot of things, and he's adapting to all of these things. So I really like how he structured his gig. So I think this is definitely useful. Don't worry, OMB, don't no worries. I will do like more profile reviews later. I actually have some profiles I wanted to review as well, but it's just going to be crazy, guys, if I'll start doing that now. So just going, let's go over the marketplace and see what is happening here. So we also have Annie as well. I want to show you her profile because what I can see here. So again, we have yeah, social media marketing is obviously very popular. It's always going to be popular. We're going to always see more people. So she joined Fiverr 2017, a long time ago. Maybe she didn't like take it seriously as well, but you can see her gig as well here. Um, just a second. I'll create manage your Facebook business page, right? So it has only one order in queue, but she does only 3-day delivery. So it's also good, like these gigs, like smaller gigs, are also good because you can get them done fast, and like it's still an extra. It's because you have to understand that people who are coming to your Fiverr profile, maybe they order like one. For example, we have clients like if I open my profile here, so we launched this new gig, the strategy. You can see here, I'll develop an Instagram strategy for your business, which has been this is a great gig. I mean, we have like over 40 pages of personalized strategy. So this is something that is really working well. And again, like client who ordered the strategy, he now ordered the growth, he ordered the content, like he ordered multiple things as well now. So he spent like a lot on this. And also we have clients, like I mentioned, like agency, but also not as agency, but just the client who has many brands, and he's spending like $4,000 or $5,000 every single month on the services because he's using content, he's using growth, he's using other things. Like it's just a combination of things. Like you can benefit like from like so much from this. Okay, so we have also, you guys, if you want to become like a pro Fiverr seller, I have a video about this on the channel. If you go back to the channel, you can see I just described to you how you can become a top a Fiverr pro as well. We have Shirley's here. Sometimes I'm just getting, for example, Vital is here as well. Let me just show you him because he also implemented. Guys, I don't want to say that, like maybe you will just go and start creating this gig. I will create your social media profiles. I mean, that would be nice to see. I think why not? But you can see here because he created this gig pretty recently as well, and you can see 2 orders in queue, $250. So he's charging less, but it still has a demand. So yeah, but I mean, you'll probably know how much it will take. Like, I mean, it's not going to take a lot of time to create. To create these social media profiles for clients. So I think, yeah, I mean, I hope you can see the potential from these types of services. Again, guys, let me know if any other questions you guys have, and if you, yeah. So if you have any other questions, I'm happy to do, like I said, more streams. Push, look, just have to push, and we can. Yeah, we can talk about your profiles, we can talk about other things as well. So that's I'm happy to do that. So again, let's see here, just if I missed anything, maybe a question. Shopify design. So 8 success score and has about 12 reviews on Shopify store design gig, but so far I haven't been able to receive message despite I'm level 1 and running ads as well. Multiple things can be here. This, it can be because of the, like I said, multiple things, because maybe you don't have an intro video, maybe you don't have, the videos on your gigs as well. But again, I would love for you guys to start using more social media for the way of connecting with people and just growing your presence on social media. Like, for example, Instagram is can be very powerful. So just try to really understand that it's just, for example, I want to show you as well some examples here, but just remember that it's like Fiverr is not always going to work well for you. So you will have ups and downs. It's very normal. It's like not something that will always be successful for you. But other things, for example, let me show you here. I'll share my screen. Just want to show you some other examples too. Okay, screen. See here. So I want to show you this Instagram profile here, as you can see, and you can also tell me what do you think about it. But very interesting thing here. So you can see it's an agency profile. So I mean, we're talking about social media marketing today, like agency stuff, because I assume, of course, like you guys are running still some sort of an agency too. But you can see here, for example, they've been growing fast. They have, for example, Linktree. It says join our team. So okay, they're hiring someone. They have the newsletter, and then they have inquired. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm always showing this. I'm forgetting that when I'm sharing, it's opening a new tab, and you guys are seeing this little tab. But you can see, I clicked on the bio. I'm seeing this. Join our team. Social Scoop monthly newsletter, which is also really cool. And then they have this link to inquire us, right? So just for you to understand how simple this can be, it doesn't mean that you need to create something like complicated. Like they literally have just this, and that's it. So that's how powerful this can be. That's how you can start driving. Like that's how it's happening with us as well. For example, like I'm getting messages on Instagram, and I'm just putting them to the Fiverr. I'm like, okay, you can, for example, with Instagram, a lot of sales that will happen on Instagram is not because they will go and click on the link right away. A lot of sales will happen on Instagram because they will message you first. They will message you on direct message, and then once you respond to them, and then that's where the sale will happen, because you will tell them, okay, you can go there, and then you can place an order. But you can see what exactly they're doing. Like they're just driving people to their link tree, and then okay. I mean, I'm not a big fan of this link tree, because when you have a lot of different destinations, but you might be losing on conversions. But they structure it really strategically. They have the newsletter, they are hiring someone, and then they have the services. So it's very clear. But you can see, for example, they are creating reels. Okay, the views, it sometimes it's good, sometimes maybe it's lower. It's not a problem. Like I think they had some reels that like went viral. Maybe they pinned them at the top. They didn't. So, but you can see like 11K, 14K, and just because they like this one is like 500,000, like this one reel can bring you like so many clients. I mean, you can see almost 500,000, right? So like just one reel like this can bring you so much potential. So that's why you guys should really take these things seriously. And also besides besides Instagram, like I've been also talking about the X as well. For any of you who are watching, still watching on X, thanks for watching X. But I was just wanted to show you as well here. Like I was showing, I had an interview with Florian as well, and you guys should check it out on the. If you go to freelancehustle.com, you will see my interview with Florian. He's been very also interesting, and he's been I would say very inspiring journey as well with Florian. But you guys can see, like for example, when I'm scrolling through his content, you can see like he just posted like ads for an AI phone assistant, and it's already like almost at 2,000. He has here. So okay, he's like this one, for example. He made a guide, and this guide is now like, it's insane. Has um, so much potential from doing this. Like this one has like 20,000 views. Like this one has 11,000 views. Again, it's not something complicated, as you can imagine, but he's just showing his work, and you have to find the way how this will work out for you the best. Maybe this will work out for you just by showing designs. Maybe this will work out for you by showing the Fiverr reviews with something, right? So you have to find the format that will work out for you. So that's just some of the things. But again, you have Instagram, you have X, you have also LinkedIn as well. LinkedIn, it does work in a similar way as X in some cases. So it's like so I will show you here. Let me just see something I can maybe show you from X that I have seen lately. So for example, one of the great examples. I will show you here with Ravi. So he is also, you should be able to see, just in a second. So Ravi, he's been also very successful with Fiverr. Has like over, I think I showed it yesterday, over like 60,000 of just close it here, over 60,000 of orders completed on Fiverr. And you can see him as well here. You can see, obviously he's pushing people to his website, but he's super consistent as well. And that's your decision where you want to put people. If you want to bring them to your website or to your Fiverr, it's totally up to you, right? But you can see like he's sharing about the marketing. I'm sure you have seen this. I actually have, some people did send me as well like 1 cent as well, to just like caught my attention. But I mean, all these things they can work to some extent, but I mean, I wouldn't suggest to like, let's maximize. It's a bit of aggressive marketing, so just be careful. But you can see like he's just sharing his journey, documenting his journey. So it's been working really nice. So just go and explore, like go ahead and explore what has been working. But like I showed you with like Florian, I'm always super impressed by how these things can work. Like you can see, like again, this one he posted 90,000 views, right? Okay, sometimes it may be less, but you never know. It's like a lottery. It's the same. I remember I did a vlog about the Fiverr journey and like my day in life as a Fiverr seller, blah blah, and it got like over 10,000 views. So all of these things you have to keep practicing, and sometimes they might not work, sometimes they might work. So that's another eyesight question. So just be careful, because I think eventually it's hard to be consistent everywhere. So you have to pick where do you want to be consistent. So, and actually let me to kind of like finish off as well, I will go back to here, to the whiteboard, and just show you some of the things that can be also useful. So I hope you can still hear me, guys. Just a second. But some of the things that still very important. So YouTube, let me just like summarize here a little bit for you. So I will just suggest, for example, you have Instagram, you have, let's put TikTok as well. So we have Instagram, we have TikTok. Yeah, you guys can see me here as well. So yeah, just maybe give me a thumbs up if you can see, if you can still see me, hear me. We have as well, I will show you after it more. We have LinkedIn, we have X, right? And then like somewhere here, I can put YouTube as well. Of course, we have also Threads. That's like Instagram, right? Instagram version of it. So yeah. So those are the things that you are seeing, right? And of course, you have to remember that, for example, you don't need to be active like here, and everywhere. Like just pick one platform, like pick one place where you want to be active, and try to like be super passionate about this, like super passionate, like overly passionate, and that's how you can actually get results. Because for example, you can see me on like with my YouTube, right? I'm trying to be active. It's not easy, like it takes time, but I'm trying to be active every single week, although I didn't record this week, but I'm doing this live, so I'll probably keep this live. But I see it's working. I'm getting like 600-700 new subscribers every single month because I'm very consistent there. For example, X, LinkedIn, Threads, I'm not. So you can use a platform. Let me just, I don't know if you can still see, you probably can. You can use, I will just write it here. You can use this Typefully. So just basically Typefully, yeah. So you can find this, and you can see this platform is actually going to be helping you to post consistently on LinkedIn, X, and Threads. Like you just make one post, and it's going to go to all of these platforms. So that's something I recommend. Instagram, TikTok. I mean, I think Instagram is much better because it's a big communication platform. Like you need to understand that like a lot of people are not like, even like Adam Mosseri, like the head of Instagram, he's been saying that there is like more posts I've been shared in the DMs than actually on the feed. So a lot of people reshare, share. So I think YouTube is the hardest one because you have to really like, edit the videos, you have to do all of these things. So I think this is probably the hardest platform to be on consistently. So YouTube is great, but is the hardest. But I think it can be the most rewarding platform because you can actually get a lot of more things happening. So guys, again, this is a breakdown of things, but again, it's been I think it's been a fun stream, to be honest. So I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you have any questions or anything like that, you can just always write on Instagram. You can see in the description, like my Instagram, X, like anywhere you want. Feel free to write. I'm gonna do more profile reviews as well in the future. But this is so far. I hope that this whole session was useful. And go back here. So, and yeah, and then if you have any other questions, you can always reach out to me and I will do my best to get back. So, okay, yeah, thank you so much. Thanks if you joined just now. Sorry, it's been 1 hour. I've been doing this stream, but I will do this more. I'm definitely happy to do this more, guys. So again, thanks for everything over me. Thanks for sharing as well. So for success score, I will just suggest it will like try to avoid cancellations, these things, but just keep the momentum. Like once you have more volume of orders, things will be going much better, and you don't need to worry about this because once the most important is the volume. So try to like re-engage the past clients, try to essentially attract new clients if you can with social media, like I was mentioning. But yeah, naturally. Don't get distracted too much by the success score and all these things. Okay, guys, thank you again. Have a great rest of your day, or if you're starting the day, if you're ending the day, if you're in the middle of the day, if you're in Europe or somewhere else. So, and we will, yeah. So Chris is also a great guy as well. So if you actually, if you've seen Fiverr YouTube channel, you're gonna see him as well. Alyosha, next time, yeah, we'll do a stream again. More profile reviews, yeah, helping everyone. But I wanted to mix it up a bit today just to make sure we can maybe do something different. But again, have a great day, take care, and keep pushing, guys. Keep pushing. I will do push as well. I will do my best to push. See you soon.